Hello, I'm Simon Beefburger, and it's a very warm welcome I bring to you today from Kilcare on the central coast of New South Wales in Australia. Kilcare was first discovered just after Captain Cook got to Australia in 1797, and one of the first things he said on seeing Putty Beach, which is just a bit further down here, was how remarkably serene it was. And of course there were Aborigines there, and some of them were killed. And did Captain Cook care? No, he didn't. And that's why Kilcare came to be known as Kilcare.
I don't like this pressure.
Yeah, maybe you could put the skateboard on here. The camera on here.
I'm going to challenge Simon to not say skateboard over the next 20 minutes.
I don't think Simon's ever not said skateboard in his life.
So welcome to the floor, Simon. Why do you think Andy lives a very peripatetic lifestyle?
I think he's a very peripatetic person. And I can't recall in the 15 odd years that I've known him, I can't remember him doing anything that wasn't peripatetic. So that probably explains his lifestyle. Will he ever change? Well, I've seen no signs of change coming, and he's had opportunities, certainly. Certainly he's had opportunities, and some opportunities, frankly, I've been dumbfounded afterwards at the lack of his kind of ambition and his kind of willingness to just continue being peripatetic, and others have commented to me as well in private and other times, just questioning what is he trying to achieve here?
I kept count, but why the fuck did I brag about it?
Does he really think it's a sustainable lifestyle? Because for many people, I suppose it is when they're in their 80s, when they're in their late teens, 20s, 30s. Peripateticism is not a common feature for people of that age, so it's disappointing.
Now I ain't the same.
Am I to change him? I tried, and yes, I could change him if I wanted to. Do I want to? Yes. When do I want to? Well, I'll leave that to me to decide. I won't tell Andy.
I suppose one of the problems we have in our world these days is there are so many options. Andy and I were discussing this earlier. And if we lived back in the 20s or 30s, then perhaps we may all still be in Marlow or somewhere else.
It's that old adage: if you give people a choice of 15 jams in your jam shop, they don't pick any of them. If you give them a choice of 3 jams, you'll find that some people will buy one of your jams. So too much choice is definitely an issue, and it's a very modern problem. As you say, 30, 40 years ago, we probably wouldn't have left the towns that we grew up in. We wouldn't have realised that there were alternatives out there. And now we grow up, we watch, we watch soap operas from Australia, we watch movies from South America, and we read books that are set all around the world. And the price of airfares has come down. The UK passport is one of the finest passports in the world, and it really does let you travel anywhere you like, with the protection of Her Majesty. So would Andrew have been thinking, UK's alright, England's okay, but it's time for me to go further afield? Yes, I think he was thinking that.
Yeah, I've had the jam, I've had the Nutella, I've got to try something else.
Well, but the problem was that he had 15 jams, and he didn't want to choose any of them. Like, he had a little scraping of one of them. No, I didn't like that. Had a little scraping of another one. Oh no, I don't think I like that one, it's a bit too sweet. Then so he's working his way through 15 jams, and what will happen is he'll get to the 15th jam, and he'll forget what the first one tasted like. So we'll go back, and we'll just have an ever-repeating cycle.
I think it's probably a good time to bring Andy into this, isn't it? To give him a say.
Well, no, I don't think it is actually.
Well, only because you like the camera and you like to talk.
Well, I do like the camera.
Yes.
And I don't think Andy does like the camera. I mean, it's as if he had 15 cameras, he wouldn't know which one to choose. So, I'm perfectly happy to keep talking.
No, I think we'll conclude that, and we'll bring Andy in front of the camera and we'll give him a say.
Well, I don't really understand why you'd want to do that, but it is your camera, so... Just talk in a normal voice, it's fine. You're amongst friends.
No, if you're allowed to talk in a stupid voice on the camera, then so am I. That was my normal quality. That was your normal voice.
Yeah.
You're amusing. Good.
Look at the interview. How long do you want to live for? Yeah.
What do I want to live for?
That isn't the main question. Answer that one, then the next question follows.
Normal voice, please.
I'd like to live.
It's a stupid question.
No, but it's supposed to just be a quick answer, and then the real question.
100.
100.
100.
Okay, so would you rather live till 100 in a rainy country or 60 in a sunny country? And why?
Well, no countries are entirely rainy, is it?
No, but in theory.
But in the theory, is it then an entirely rainy 100% of the time?
Is this hypothetical or is this
So
quite...
it rains every day or it's sunny every day, and you don't have...
It rains all day every day, or just
rains all day every day or it's sunny.
60 and sunny.
Why?
Because it'd be shit, wouldn't it? Just being inside it.
What about drought? Have you factored that in?
So the opposite way applies, is it 100% sunny all of the time?
Like I said in the question.
So really, you're talking about, would I like to live in one version of hell or another version of hell?
That's such a good question. If you could have invented one thing, what would it be and why?
Good question. Invented one thing.
You're supposed to be like this. You're supposed to be...
I don't know. Electricity.
Why?
I don't know. You see, you rushed me, so I wasn't able to think through the question. To think it through.
Well, let's treat this as like a proper conversation in front of the press where you can't say you rushed me.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're
well,
on
okay,
question
so
time. You're on question time.
What political
Were you
affiliation?
good at debating in school? I don't think so.
Yeah, I was good at debating. Well, no, I wasn't so good at debating. I was more. I was in the debating. I did debating for my house against other houses, and I did well, but I never won because it was more of a comedy routine than debating. I was more interested in the laughs than in the debating. I'm not saying it was a good comedy routine, or that I got any laughs, but that's what I was interested in. So the debating part of it kind of got left behind a bit. But I was twice I was second in the school debating competition.
What? Isn't there a debate
Tell you
between
what.
two people?
Tell you what.
Isn't there a debate between two people?
There's an old school friend of mine was twice UK public speaking champion. I beat him into second place, into third place. So I was second. He was third. So
Well, there you go.
I am the best public speaker in the UK twice over.
What sorts of things did you debate when you came second?
I can only remember one, which was about this house deplores the standard of TV advertising, which you can imagine, and I had to.
Oh, no, I know the answer. Okay, you're not allowed to mention Asda in any way. What did you talk about?
Exactly, that's the Asda one.
Well,
there was a magnificent physical gag about Asda adverts and from my pocket. They went down a storm. Tell you what, they were in fits.
Was it just you in fits, or was everyone in fits?
I think everyone was. It was good.